Basically, how can you stop having rounded shoulders? Now, if you are one of those moms who are sitting at their desk and they have neck and shoulder pain while you're at work or at the end of the day, it could be because you are slouching at your shoulders. Usually, when we think of slouching, we think about the lower back and sitting slouched at the lower back. However, slouching also happens in the thoracic or the mid back area here. So, if you are one of those moms who are slouching at the desk or they feel like they have a rounded shoulder like this, it's not very surprising because most of our activities nowadays are in the front of us. So, we have a very flexor dominant kind of posture throughout the day, whether you are sitting at your desk. Whether you are taking any notes, whether you're cooking, you're with your kids, everything is in front of our body, obviously, for a reason. But because of this flexor dominant position or posture that we have, it is very common to see slouched shoulders or rounded shoulders. Now, there are many solutions out there from strengthening your core to sit up straight, etc., etc. However, how long have you actually sat up straight or put your shoulders back like this to find yourself again in this rounded posture after a few minutes, if not hours? And core strengthening, of course, works, but then this is something that you need to work at in the long run. It is not something you can start and get results immediately. So, of course, that's a long term solution and a very good one, and I highly recommend it. But, however, today let's talk about some solutions that you can start implementing today, right now, in order to manage that slouched shoulders or rounded shoulders. So, before we get into the topic for today, if you don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is, back and neck, and joint pain. I do this by giving you simple exercises, easy lifestyle changes, some tips, tricks, hacks. I also talk about non toxic natural solutions that have worked for me in my own spinal and joint pain journey. I do all this without taking away a big chunk of your time because, hey, we are moms, we're busy people, right? So, all the strategies, all the solutions that I come up with can be implemented into your existing daily routine. You don't have to take out a big amount of time for them. Alrighty, so let's get back to how can you stop slouching at the shoulders? That is, how can you stop rounded shoulders? Now, the very first thing you need to understand is slouching. We usually, as I said, associate with lumbar spine or lower back. However, if you are looking at your mid back slouching or the rounded shoulder posture, the problem usually starts in the neck. Yes, so of course, you cannot have rounded shoulders if you don't have a poor posture at the neck. Putting it the other way, basically, if you manage the posture of your neck or the poor postures can be altered at your neck, there are chances that you will have less slouching or rounding at the shoulders. Now, the very first thing nowadays, it's a very common poor posture that is seen at the neck is a forward head posture. So if you look at me from sideways, this is my normal posture where my earlobe falls in line with my shoulder or just ahead of my the tip of my shoulder here. However, in a forward head posture, your head is protruding out like this. It is very commonly seen in people who are looking at a screen. So basically, they're poking their chin out most of the times. And this happens when you're focusing or concentrating on, say, you're reading something or you are looking at something, you're creating something on your laptop. But our lifestyle nowadays sort of promotes this poor posture. However, it does a lot of damage because what happens with the forward head posture is when your chin is poking out, in order to balance the head over your body, you will need to round the shoulders because you cannot possibly have a good posture here at the shoulders and mid back and poke your neck out. Try doing it and you cannot sustain it. You will automatically round the shoulders in order to balance that head over your body. So if you tackle the forward head posture, there are chances that you will be able to manage your rounded shoulders better. So how do you do this? I'll give you one simple exercise. It's a postural correction exercise known as a chin nod. Now, a chin nod is quite simple. It's basically putting your neck or your cervical spine into a neutral position or posture. So, if you gaze at a point on the wall, I'll show you sideways. So, if you gaze at a point in front of you, so suppose if I hold my pen here and I'm looking at the tip of the pen, this is a line that is horizontal from my eyes to the point on the wall in front of me. Now, if I look down by say 5 to 10 degrees, do you see how that pen is tilted by about 5 to 10 degrees from the horizontal? So if I tilt my gaze down by about 5 to 10 degrees, this little knot that happened in my chin area here at my neck is basically the chin nod. Now, this is a postural correction exercise, needs to be done whenever you can remember it. Basically, you're putting your neck in a neutral position. The moment you do the chin nod, you will be able to automatically you will not feel the automatic need to round your shoulders. However, of course, it's not a given that you correct your forward head posture and then the rounded shoulders also get corrected, because it's like a loop. The rounded shoulder leads to forward head posture, leads to rounded shoulder, and it keeps going on and on. So you're breaking the cycle. However, what you need to do is also correct your posture at the shoulder level or the mid back level. For that, I need you to take a tennis ball or a massage ball. So I have my spiky ball here. What you're going to do is put this spiky ball. You need to have a chair that supports you till at least your shoulder blades. So I take this spiky ball and I drop it in between my shoulder blades here. So, okay, if you can see, this bright yellow ball is sitting between somewhere at the level between my shoulder blades. So it doesn't matter if it's on the top or the mid part of your shoulder blades, as long as it's sitting between your shoulder blades, like about from top to mid part, it is fine. And what will happen is, now this ball is giving me a feedback that my shoulders have been sort of pulled back into a neutral position. Now, the moment I try to put my chin in a forward head posture, my back gets rounded, that ball will slip down. Or if I slouch like this, I can immediately feel that the ball has slipped down. So this ball actually is not going to do anything except give you a feedback. So it's like a feedback loop to your brain saying that, hey, the ball dropped. I'm rounding my shoulders, I'm in a poor posture, and I need to correct my posture. So this is a very, very simple tip, and this ball is something you can use between your shoulder blades while you're sitting at your desk, whether you're driving, whether you're watching telly. Anytime that you're sitting, you can have a ball around there. So you can buy a couple of those tennis balls, or if you don't have a ball, you can roll up a face towel and then put that in between your shoulder blades. However, a ball works better because, of course, it slips down more easily than a face towel. So, these are the two tips that I had for you to stop slouching at your shoulder or at your mid back area. However, this is not a long term solutions. These are not long term solutions. These are just stopgap arrangements and something to be aware of about your posture, about your poor posture. You need to address the cause of this slouching or rounded shoulders. And then once you address that, once you strengthen the muscles that are weak, basically your upper back muscles that need to be strong enough to hold your shoulders in this position, you need to stretch out your pecs. I mean, this is a very generalized thing I'm telling you, but you need to work on the muscular imbalances around the mid back and neck area. But these are the two tips that you can implement starting today in order to stop slouching. Alrighty, so I have written a blog on the same topic, which gives you more details. It explains you in more details about the forward head posture, etc., all the terms that I've used. You can also go to my YouTube channel and have a look there. If you can't find my YouTube channel, you can just search Swati Prakash rounded shoulders or posture, and it'll come up with a couple of videos that explain these terms. However, I would recommend going to the blog because it gives you more details, and it gives you, if you want to pursue this further, it gives you some free resources as well that will talk about slouching and mid back pain and posture. Alrighty, so I will leave a link in the description of this video for that blog. And if you're watching me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. When you go to my bio, you click on there. That's the first blog that comes up. All right, if you have any questions, any comments, do drop them below and I'll address them for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.